Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays, and I'm in the new Convoy mode. So I'm on the Warriors Path map, and we are currently defending. Now this map is probably the best map for defenders, because generally speaking, the way this game mode was balanced was the attackers win. And okay, this is a slight over-exaggeration, but the attackers are favored in basically every map, right? And this is the one map where the defenders have a reasonable chance. Now, I'm not saying that I've never won in defense. Actually, I had a pretty good win rate there, but it's small teams, so if you are in a good division, you can carry a lot. But you see how the convoy takes this path, right? So the attackers spawn up in the top right on this map, and you see it at the start of the game. You can see some pings there where the other team is. So. And all they have to do is sink those 4 transports and then they win. And those transports are, well, they're very low health. They do deploy a smoke screen to defend themselves, but, you know, it's they're very easy to sink, right? Now, if the attackers could reach this area here, it's right in front of me, then they could easily sink those transports, right? Basically, almost every map has choke points like this, where the attackers can just wreck the convoy and there's nothing you can do about it. On this map, the choke point is more or less on the start of the convoy, and the attackers won't be fast enough to reach it in time, right? So on most maps, your defense spawns with the convoy, and it starts in an open area, and then it sails into a choke point where it just gets wrecked, right? A lot of the maps could be balanced, I think, if you just flipped the start and the end point. It's just so... Oh, hello, Mogami. So yeah. Despite all of this, I have to say I do enjoy the convoy mode, right? I had a lot of fun in it, but it's just, you know, if you division with another player, you can have, and I mean, we were only 2, right? With 3, you could have even more info. And out of 14 games that I played the convoy so far, I think we've won 10. So you do have a fair amount of carry potential. And keep in mind that even if the attackers are favored basically all the time, this is still World of Warships, right? People will still throw games at times. But yeah, like this game mode is a lot of fun, but it could have been balanced a lot better. And at some maps a lot more easily by just taking a different path or having path switch and so on. It just, like, Wargaming has this reputation that they don't play their own game, and I'm not sure how much truth is in this, but this is just one more scenario where you really think they don't play their own game, because, you know, sometimes you play a map once and you're like, yeah, if I just flip the start and the end point, this would be so much better balanced. And, yeah. Anyway, so I'm pushing into the attackers here with my key. So I like this map, because I feel like in this map both the attackers and the defenders have a reasonable chance. And it's, I think, the only map, right? So this is, I think, the best balanced map they have. Now I'm in a brawling key, by the way, full secondary respect. This game mode leads to a lot of brawling. Now, yeah, I let my secondaries go there, and I'm keeping my guns focused. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of turret traverse, and I'm expecting ships to show up here that I can shoot. So yeah. So we do have a Richelieu here that's defending basically this side. Now, when you are a defender here, you don't want to all just rush towards the convoy, right? So the attackers, they have a Benson trying to sneak, so we have some people intercepting that. And then we have a force here that's intercepting the attackers pushing here, right? You have to kind of stop them and brawl them a bit in this area. And you can't let them push through too close to the convoy. Also, by the way, carriers can be really strong on the attacking side, because they can just constantly spot the convoy and drop the convoy. I have to say, though, in the games that I played so far, the carrier have been utter shit. I have not experienced a single carrier that has tried to spot or attack a transport, which is mind-blowing. But this is World of Warships. Now, not that I think I only had 3 games with carriers, but in all those 3 games, the carrier, not a single carrier has tried to attack a transport once. So, you know, I mean, the skill of the player base is compensating for the lack of balancing. And I'm performing air quotes when I say skill. So I'm going into a very nice brawl here, right? So here is the thing, the enemy screwed this up a little bit. This tier pits rushed ahead, the enemy North Carolina went way too passive, and then we have two ships that are stuck in here and are too afraid to do anything. In this game mode, you don't really have a lot of time. In a sense, you have to be very aggressive. As an attacker, you basically identify the point where you want to engage the convoy and then you race there. And as a defender, most of the time you just try to keep up with your convoy. And if you have a map where you spawn not directly next to your convoy, then you just race towards the enemy and try to stop them. Because once they get too close, they can sink those transport ships so quickly. So we're getting one salvo off here. I don't quite have torp angles here, but I might need those torps anyway for the Albemarle. Now it doesn't look like the Albemarle is reversing, and his torp angles shouldn't be good enough that he can torp me here, right? So my secondaries are going to focus the Richelieu. Saddam secondary spec, my secondaries should... Yeah, my secondaries should be able to finish this off. It would take too long to turn my turrets this way anyway. I'm almost reloaded and I really want to shoot that cruiser here because... Yes, we can get a citadel. Well, only one, but... I mean, I only hit 2 shells out of all my... But hey. And yeah, at this point we are basically won. Not a single of our transports has taken any damage. And I've basically just been wrecking ships a lot here. So we can get some of our own torps off. Now I'm definitely sailing in a way where he can torp me, so I'm trying to turn away and slow down. And there we go. So he got his torps off, but I can dodge them easily. Now all that's remaining is one North Carolina. I'm broadside to it. This is fine. I mean, even he sinks me right now. I mean, it's still a full health North Carolina, right? And he's getting, like, all of our transports are still full health. But keep in mind, they only have 22,000 hit points. They are going down extremely quickly, right? But yeah, like, I'm not sure if this North Carolina can even see them or is trying to do something with them. And at this point, we have just so many more ships that... And as I said, like this North Carolina, he's basically this North Carolina misplayed heavily. He's taken a very safe road around. You don't, like, this isn't a random battle, right? This isn't a game where you have 20 minutes and you start slowly positioning. This is really a game mode that's all about aggression, because you need to get into position quickly. Yeah, we are coming to the results. So I'm loving that this game mode has a lot of action and features a lot of brawling, and yeah, there is quite a bit of fun to be had, but it's really not balanced. And it could have been balanced a lot better, very, very simple. You'd think that if you take like 5 minutes, if you play like, let's say you play 2 convoy battles and you spend 5 minutes thinking, and you could balance this mode better. And that's just a shame, because there is so much wasted potential in this mode. I'm still enjoying it though. So there is that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.